Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. Today we will discuss another topic of chemistry, the hydrogen bonding. The molecule in which hydrogen is directly bonded with more electronegative atom like fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen make more polar covalent bond. The hydrogen in such case become more positive or electron deficient, while the electronegative atom like fluorine, nitrogen and oxygen become more positive. So a very strong force of attraction develop between the more electronegative atom of one molecule with the electron deficient hydrogen of other molecule. Such type of attractive force is said to be a hydrogen bonding, and remember that hydrogen bonding is also one of the form of dipole-dipole forces, but this intermolecular forces is comparatively stronger than the normal dipole-dipole interaction. The question why hydrogen become electron deficient, so it is due to the electronegativity difference between hydrogen and more electronegative element. A comparatively strong intermolecular force is developed between such molecule called hydrogen bonding. So if we define the hydrogen bonding, a hydrogen bond is the attractive force between a high electron deficient hydrogen atom of one molecule and nearby high electronegative atom with a lone pair of electron, such a way fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen. Explaining the definition, as we say that this is the type of intermolecular forces in which electron deficient hydrogen of one molecule is attracted by the lone pair of electron of more electronegative atom of the other molecule. So this type of attractive force is comparatively stronger than dipole-dipole forces, and it is called a hydrogen bonding. If we look at the intermolecular forces in HF, hydrogen is electron deficient because of the greater electronegativity of fluorine. It make the electronic deficiency on hydrogen comparatively lesser than that of hydrogen in HCl. So in case of HF, hydrogen is electron deficient. That electron deficient hydrogen is attracted by the lone pair of electron of fluorine atom. So a strong intermolecular force is developed, which is called hydrogen bonding. Remember that hydrogen bonding is stronger intermolecular forces than dipole-dipole forces. In short, hydrogen bonding is strong intermolecular forces than dipole-dipole forces, which in turn stronger than London dispersion forces. Suppose we have three types of molecule and we want to compare the boiling point of each and every molecule, or if we compare their boiling points, then that molecule which containing the hydrogen bonding would have strong intermolecular forces and will have high boiling point than the molecule where there is dipole-dipole forces and London forces. Now if you look at the table, we have taken hydrides of 5th, 6th and 7th A element. In 5th A, nitrogen combined with hydrogen forming ammonia, and in the next group, in the next period, phosphorus react with hydrogen forming phosphine. Similarly in 6A, the first member of oxygen combined with hydrogen forming water, and sulfur react with a hydrogen forming hydrogen sulfide. Similarly, HF is the first compound of hydrogen with fluorine, and HCl is the second. Now these are the hydrides of 5th A, 6th A and 7A. If we compare the boiling point of ammonia with pH3, you will see that the boiling point of NH3 is far greater than pH3. It is because in NH3 nitrogen is more electronegative and it will have a a strong intermolecular forces. In pH 3, phosphorus is less electronegative and it will have dipole-dipole forces among their molecules. As hydrogen bonding is stronger than dipole-dipole forces, therefore ammonia would have greater boiling point than phosphine. Similar is the case of water. Water has greater boiling point than H2S because in water there is hydrogen bonding, while in H2S there is dipole-dipole forces. Same is the case for HF. Therefore, we say that hydrogen bonding are stronger intermolecular forces than dipole-dipole forces, which in turn stronger than London forces. If we have water, HCl and petrol, then intermolecular forces in water are stronger because of the presence of hydrogen bonding. So water will have greater boiling point, followed by HCl where there is dipole-dipole forces, and then the least boiling point is of petrol, of course because of the weak London dispersion forces. Let me discuss some of the applications of hydrogen bonding. Number 1, it determines the properties of water biological molecules like DNA and protein. It also explains the adhesive nature of paints and dyes. Adhesion and adhesive force, it is the attractive force of a substance with the surface. For example, when we say that water wet a cloth or water wet a paper, then it is because molecule has attractive force with the surface of water or with the surface of cloth. So adhesion or adhesive nature is the attractive force of any substance with the surface in which it is placed. The third is synthetic resin bind two surfaces due to hydrogen bonding. The binding nature of the adhesive substance is because of hydrogen bonding. It also explains the synthetic material like glue. We know that glue and paints, resin, etc. sticky material. So the sticky material have hydrogen bonding among their molecules. The properties of hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding are stronger than dipole-dipole forces but weaker than hydrogen bonding. It is about 20 times weaker than covalent bond. It is directional in nature. The directional nature is because of the fact that when a hydrogen bonding forms between two molecules, then the positive end of one molecule come in front of the negative end of the other molecule in a proper direction where it attracts each other. So hydrogen bonding is directional in nature. Hydrogen bonding form a long chain and help the formation of network structure. For example, again look at the hydrogen bonding in HF. It forms a network structure where each more electronegative atom is attracted the more electron deficient hydrogen of the other molecule. So a network structure is formed. Similar is the case of network structure in water. Water can make two hydrogen bonding per molecule because of the presence of two hydrogen and two lone pair of electron with oxygen. So it forms a network structure and it continue. It also explains the density of ice, that why ice is denser than water, but it will be discussed in the next classes or in the next chapter. So thank you. This is all about the hydrogen bonding, the application of hydrogen bonding, and the properties of hydrogen bonding.